Okay, boys, where are we going? Do you remember?
We're going shopping.
Grocery shopping.
Yep.
Trader Joe's.
Hey, let me see.
Here we go. We're gonna get.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on, you stupid head. Let me
We're gonna get all the healthy groceries for the Eating Clean Challenge tomorrow.
Let me for you.
Here we go. Did we grocery shop, Jack?
Yeah.
Okay, now watch out, cars. Okay, here they go. Now, we got all of our stuff for our clean eating weekend at Trader Joe's. Don't put it on my butt. And they just put a sticker on my butt. It was totally nuts trying to shop with them, which is why I get all my groceries delivered normally. Okay, so it has been a while since I've done any sort of video for my 10-day reset or my 10-day challenge. That is basically just a 10-day eating clean challenge that I do for mainly for breastfeeding moms, but it works really well for pregnancy as well, and I highly recommend it for pregnancy. I actually have a 14-day clean eating plan on my pregnancy blog, and I should probably just kind of merge them all together because I am 6 months pregnant. I think they said 26 weeks is like in your 6th month now, so I'm getting up there. And we are all starting a eating clean challenge. If you got my email or if you follow me on Instagram, we're starting tomorrow. So I wanted to show you guys some things that I got at Trader Joe's, and I did some footage of shopping, and I had to take all 3 of my boys there, and I have been a little spoiled with all the grocery delivery. So I haven't had to take my boys to the grocery store in a while, and it was like pretty much a little bit nuts. But I made it through, and I got some of my favorite things at Trader Joe's this time just to kind of change it up a little bit from the video that I did. I think it's been a couple years now ago that I did a video on some of the things that I buy at the grocery store to make eating clean super easy. So let's get to some of the stuff that I bought. I am going to just kind of show you one by one some things that I like at Trader Joe's. This is a spicy hummus, super good. Their guacamole, the chunky guacamole, is like the best. You can put these on salads, you can dip vegetables in them. That's really good. I love anything packaged and ready to go. I will spend a little bit of extra money because I've got the 3 boys and I'm pregnant and everything going on. This is a vegetable stir fry, so I can throw this in the pan with, say, my ground turkey. Okay, and that is gonna be so easy because I can just throw it all in and stir fry it and have it all ready to go. For me, the boys will probably not eat anything with green in it, but I can save some of this and make cheeseburgers or things like that for them as well. I like a clean turkey. This is really good for a snack. You can pack this, roll it up. I like to put hummus on turkey with guacamole too, is really good. I have not tried these yet, but I found them. They're little cauliflower, like bread substitute. No idea if they're gonna be good, but I'm gonna give it a shot. It's only 10 days, but still. I always do a lot of lettuce for salads. That's like a big thing for your middle meal. This is a big box of peaches here. I wanna show you some of the things that I got out of the freezer that are my favorite from Trader Joe's. And that was the Mahi Mahi burgers. Perfect for summer. These always turn out really, really good. And salmon burgers. Okay, they're so fast, so easy, clean, lean. I mean, stuff like this, just spend a little bit of extra money if you can on this type of stuff. It is so worth it. And because it goes so quick, so if it's like lunchtime and you need to warm it up in the microwave, not a huge deal. I also do a lot of frozen veggies. Like this is a frozen pepper one, so I can just throw it in the pan if I need to. It's really important to make it easy for yourself, so that way you're not stressing. These are all the frozen berries that I'm gonna use for smoothies. I also have spinach for spinach smoothies. I, of course, have my bump dust for my pregnancy protein smoothies, which I really like. And then if you are breastfeeding, I would recommend milk dust for breastfeeding, because that's going to help you keep your milk supply up as you switch your diet into eating a lot cleaner. So the reason that the milk dust is particularly good is that it has the lactation herbs in it. It's going to boost your milk supply, and it also has the craving crushing ingredients like turmeric and cinnamon bark and chromium and things that are going to help you not crave so much sugar while you're trying to switch into this healthier diet. So I highly recommend starting your day with a milk dust smoothie if you're breastfeeding. I do the bump dust for pregnancy, and that can kind of help set you up for your day. So let's see if there's anything else. I highly recommend grabbing some hard-boiled eggs if you're not used to making them yourself. And this is quick and easy, and you can pack these to go. I also always have eggs, fresh eggs, so I can just fry those up really quick if I need to. What else? Oh, I grabbed these just for fun to try. So they're like kale chips, you know, so super clean. I love chips when I'm pregnant. Salty chips, and if I can do nuts, then I really like that. And so that's something I have to kind of watch. And so I grabbed some of those. Getting some good dressings can dramatically change your salad. So this one is one that I really like at Trader Joe's. It's a cilantro dressing. It's so good, and it's light. I have not tried this one, but I thought it looked right up my alley with jalapeno and cilantro and a spicy peanut vinaigrette. I will probably use it as a dressing. Maybe I'll stir fry some of my ground turkey in it. And I also grabbed a couple new seasonings to try. This is like a seasoning blend and a chili lime for kicks. I thought that might be good on salmon. But you really want to get some flavor in this food, so it makes it super good. Here's also a kebab that I grabbed just because it looks super easy and quick and really yummy, and I could do a lot with this. You really want to kind of go for things that are going to make it easy for you. And in my freezer, I also have salmon fillets, and I have chicken breasts in my freezer as well. So I can grab things, set them out, marinate them, make it super easy. A lot of times freezer things go really well for me, just so that way nothing goes bad if I get busy and I'm just eating salads really quick and then my meat goes bad or something like that. It's kind of nice to keep things from spoiling. So I do like a lot of freezer stuff, and it's nice to just be able to throw it in. Oh, and the other thing, this I actually got at Costco, and I showed it on my Instagram stories. But you can find this cauliflower rice packs, and it is really good. It's like made with like more of an Asian sauce in here, and a little bit of peas and peppers and corn, but mostly cauliflower. And you just throw this in the pan and fry this up, and it is so good. You can find a big pack of this at Costco. And so I've got these in the freezer too. So I've got a lot of stuff ready for me. And that's kind of like a big part of the challenge, is just making sure that you have everything that you know you're gonna like, things that you can kind of change your diet on depending on what you feel like through the day, and then making sure that it's all the lean protein, the vegetables, the fruit. I have some oranges over there, I got my peaches, and being able to have your smoothies. And before you know it, the 10 days will go by really quickly. And the first 3 days are usually the hardest for people. So they usually kind of experience maybe headaches, you're not really that happy, maybe low energy because you're getting off of the extra carbs and sugar, which takes your brain a minute to adjust to that, okay? So the first 3 days are usually the worst that I've heard from moms to experience, if you experience anything at all. But get through those first 3 days, and then I think you'll be surprised at how good you're feeling. The other thing is, it's only 10 days, so you really want to try hard to eat only when you're hungry. Don't force yourself to eat any meals. And then when you do eat, make it as clean as possible and something you really enjoy. So you don't want to just be like stuffing your face all day with all kinds of healthy food because you feel like, oh, it's just all healthy, I can eat all day. But you want to really try to learn to pay attention to your body. And that's another key factor, I think, in this whole process, is by eliminating some of the snacky foods that make you feel good and taste good, you start kind of learning when you're actually hungry versus when you're just like looking for something to kind of give you a little pick-me-up as a mom, especially if we're tired. Like, I am so tired today because yesterday was 4th of July, and of course we were up late watching the fireworks, and then like everybody was setting off fireworks in the neighborhood. So I mean, you couldn't go to sleep because it was just like banging all night, it felt like. So on those tired days, sometimes like eating little things and things that taste good kind of give you that little pick-me-up. But we want to try to get away from that and just only eat if we're hungry. And that is kind of the main goal of the clean eating challenge. The other thing to keep in mind is that you're really nourishing your body. So for me, with a growing baby in my stomach, it is so important for your baby's gene function and development to have a lot of nutrients in your body. For breastfeeding, your body needs the nutrients in order for it to function properly so that you can produce breast milk. So a lot of moms get confused and they focus on calories, like I'm not eating enough, I've got to get a cheeseburger. But no, you need to focus on nutrients that will then allow your hormones to work properly, so then you can utilize the stored fat as fuel for your breast milk. That is as natural as it gets. It is normal to use fat as fuel for breast milk. That's why we have it when we're pregnant. And your body cannot do that if you're getting an excess amount of calories, but still a low amount of nutrients. It really throws off your hormonal function, and I think people don't realize how sensitive your body is to what you're putting into it. So in 10 days, which so many moms have done this, and you can lose weight, keep your milk supply, and feel so good in 10 days. And it's only one little weekend that you have to get through. I didn't make it longer. I have done a 21-day challenge, and usually I find that people have a hard time going 21 days eating this clean and kind of this rigid. We're doing no dairy, not really any grains. You can have quinoa if you really need to, or brown rice if you really feel like your milk supply is struggling. If you're pregnant, you probably don't need any grains at all. And sweet potatoes and oatmeal are kind of the main carbs that I suggest if you are breastfeeding, because sometimes as breastfeeding, you need a little bit more carbs for that hormonal function, and everybody's body is a little bit different in terms of that. If you're pregnant, then you're not as worried about milk supply, so you can kind of go a little bit more low carb, and you're focusing on basically veggies, fruits, lean protein. Veggies, fruits, lean protein. We're not going to go for dairy. We're going to get rid of the dairy for a while, especially because the dairy now is so processed and not even like real raw dairy. So we're not doing cheeses. If you want to do some nuts, you can. Just watch those. They can add up very quickly. No dried fruit, unless you like really want some raisins or something that's fairly natural, but it's all the water is sucked out of them, which is totally unnatural. So you don't really want to do that. You want to stick with things that are fresh and that are just like from the earth, not as much packaged food, as much as possible. So that's our goal. I'm so excited to do it with everybody. I always have a really good time doing it, knowing that I have so many other people doing it with me. And somebody gets $100, and I will probably throw in free milk dust or bump dust and maybe some milk dust bars once we get those back in stock. And I have a cookbook coming for pregnancy, so I'll throw that in for anybody. I also have a cookbook for breastfeeding. I usually throw that in as we get going because I really want to motivate you guys to, basically it's a win-win. You could win money and then you can lose weight. So, I mean, why not join us for 10 days? I hope some of these groceries help you, and we will see how everybody does in the next 10 days.